In this video, I'm taking you through a list of 7 India places to visit in summer. In many guidebooks, India is portrayed to only be a hot country and not a good destination during the summer. Well, prepare to be excited because places like the mountains and stunning hill stations will leave you with the most dreamy memories of your summer trip in India. Hi, my name is Ivana and I've been living in India now for 5 years, but I've been traveling in India since 2015. It's so cold! Ever since I started traveling in India and doing research about when are the best timings throughout the year to visit, I have been consistently stumbling onto a massive India myth. You shouldn't visit India during summer because it is too hot. Now that may be true for the traditional touristy spots in India, like for instance Delhi.
I was thinking of walking for 2 hours. It's too hot, man. It's seriously too hot. And when I say it's too hot, it's really hot. Yesterday it was 38 degrees in Delhi.
Or Taj Mahal or Jaipur in Rajasthan. However, when you travel India more and more, as I had the absolute privilege to do, you realize that there are many places in India that are just best for different seasons, but that you can visit India throughout the summer as well. And these are the 7 places that I would recommend to my friends if they would be asking me, Ivana, where should I go in India this summer? Let's start out with number 7, Bangalore. Bangalore is the city that I've been living in for the past 5 years. A lot of people will tell you Bangalore is only good for the pubs and the cafes, and there is the Silicon Valley mentality, but that's actually the whole point. When you go to Europe throughout the summer, you actually also go to these cities and you enjoy sitting outside on a terrace or just going clubbing or going to nice restaurants. And in Bangalore, if you book a nice hotel with a really great pool, you can actually enjoy quite a chill city summer vibe. The city has so many restaurants with gardens where you can sit outside, and there are actually so many hipster food places that you can discover, so many cafes. So if you're more into city life during the summer, then Bangalore is definitely a perfect place to be. Moving on to number 6, which is a destination that is actually really not well known, and it is Sakleshpur. Sakleshpur is a hill station which is only 3 hours away from Bangalore, so also very easy to reach. And it is such an upcoming destination right now in India because it is very unexplored, but there's actually some historical sites that you can see. You can also go nature exploring, and there are a lot of coffee plantations, which is also the case for my recommendation number 5, Chikmagalur. Chikmagalur is also a hill station. It is a 4-hour drive away from Bangalore, but it has so much to offer if you like trekking, if you like nature, but also if you like historical places. So this is Ram?
This is Ram.
Yes.
This is Sita.
Okay.
And Lakshmana.
Oh, okay.
This is Sita at the right hand side of Ram.
Actually, this is the place where the first coffee bean came into India. So there are also many coffee plantations there. I just love the really tranquil vibe of Chikmagalur. And I think if you're more into nature and a little bit cooler weather, then Chikmagalur is definitely a great place to visit. Moving on to number 4, Munnar in the Indian state of Kerala. Now, I adore Kerala, but in general, it is not a good destination to visit during the summer because it gets really hot in places like, for instance, Kochi or the beach destination Varkala. However, Munnar is a hill station, so it is a lot cooler, and there are these gorgeous tea plantations. There are also these gorgeous views on your way to Munnar. It is just so ethereal. That is the only word that I have for Munnar, because all the pictures that I've seen and all the videos that I had seen before I went to Munnar really didn't do justice to the beauty of Munnar in real life. If you look at the cooler places in India for summer, then those are all going to be in the mountains. However, before we go into the mountains, I would like to recommend you one beach destination which I think would be fantastic for summer, and it would be Gokarna. Gokarna is kind of the more tranquil version of Goa, so a lot less partying, but with delicious South Indian food, beautiful, stunning, clean beaches. I think Gokarna is one of those places, even when it gets hot, it's really a nice beach place to cool down and just, enjoy the ocean. Moving into number 3, Ladakh. Ladakh is one of those places where even when you see the pictures, it looks absolutely surreal, like it's another planet. But when you are there, there, I can honestly tell you, you are so humble to your core how tiny you are as a human being. The views are just stunning, breathtaking. I don't know how else to describe it because the Himalayas are just massive. How the shadows move throughout the day on the mountains is just something that I could watch all day long. And then, of course, Pangong Lake is famous from the Bollywood movie 3 Idiots. But when you arrive there, it's just... you can only sit there in silence and watch the spectacle of nature because it is so beautiful. However, it hasn't made it to my number 2 because number 2 is a place where I genuinely felt so much peace, so much joy, and it was actually Himachal Pradesh. Now, Himachal Pradesh is an Indian state, but so is Ladakh. And there are 2 places that I came across in Himachal, actually 3 places. Manali, I've stayed a week in Manali, and then you have Kinnar, and the topmost place that I would always recommend is Nako, which is like almost at the Chinese border. I can't even tell you how stunning and soul satisfying it is to actually make this road trip from Delhi, go to Manali, then go to Kinnar, and then go to Nako, and then make your way back or actually go more through the Spiti Valley. The views constantly keep changing, the landscape constantly keep changing. There are some roads which are seriously dangerous. The most treacherous road in the world is actually between Kinnar and Nako. And I think the local Himachali culture is so beautiful and definitely not highlighted enough. I think the whole state of Himachal Pradesh is definitely worth a road trip in summer in India. Then we're getting to my number 1 favorite place for a summer in India, and it is Rishikesh. I had the privilege of going to Rishikesh twice because I loved it so much the first time. I actually went back the second time. I still can't get enough of Rishikesh, even though it is a very tiny place. There are like only a few streets there and a couple of restaurants. So after a week, you've kind of explored the whole place. However, there's something so magical and peaceful about Rishikesh. Together with Jijago, Rishikesh is, I think, the most beautiful place I have ever seen in my life. I don't know if it is the minty green water of the stunning Ganges River or Ganga River that is flowing straight from the Himalayas into Rishikesh, or maybe because Rishikesh is the yoga capital in the world. I didn't do yoga there, or actually I did 1 class and I didn't like it too much. I just love the whole peace and tranquility of Rishikesh. There's just something so magical about that place that I would 10/10 recommend you to plan at least a week there. Oh my gosh, I'm going in. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. Oh, cold. Okay. It's so cold. Aren't you cold? Oh my gosh. So if you would like to make a whole trip, for instance, in India throughout the summer, I would say maybe start out in Delhi and get out as soon as possible because Delhi is really hot in summer. Then head out to Rishikesh, Manali, maybe a road trip towards Kinnaur, Nako, and then make your way back to Leh Ladakh. I think that way, within 4 to 6 weeks, you will have such a fantastic trip. If you make that trip throughout the summer, I would reckon you would need 4 to 6 weeks. But I promise you it will 10/10 be worth it because all of those places will just stay with you forever. And I am 100% it will be the memories of a lifetime of a summer in India. Now, have I forgotten any places? Do you know any better places in India to visit during the summer? And have you ever thought about visiting India in the summer? Let me know down in the comments below. If you think more people should know that yes, you can visit India in the summer and it is a complete myth that it is too hot to visit, then you need to share this video with as many people as possible to show them the beautiful destinations that you can visit in India in summer. Of course, you can also put a thumbs up and join 280,000 other subscribers. It's free and you'll get a notification the next time I upload a new video. For now, thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!